Hello guys, good evening everyone. This is a follow-up video for skill, as I know everyone's really excited to know what is the current situation of our token, skill token, for all the Cryptoblades investors and players. And I've been monitoring the token the entire day, and so far I am seeing some signs of recovery. Okay, actually, in the past 4 hours, I've already noticed it. However, if you are to zoom into the hourly chart, you'd really see. Okay, you will right away see at what time the trigger really happened. Okay, because right now I can say that we are about to reverse. Okay, we are about to reverse now using the technical analysis that I do, the indicators that I use, Bollinger Band and RSI. I'd say go to the hourly chart. Okay, in the hourly chart you would notice that around this time, 2 o'clock. Okay, so this was the bottom that we have. Okay, we are at the oversold level. Just plot your RSI, just do the default settings, and if the line goes lower than around the 30 area, that's already an oversold. That means uh, people have been selling their positions, they're disposing their skill tokens, converting it to cash, and a lot of people have already been selling, and there's what we call seller or selling exhaustion. So we've already saturated that activity, and people feel that we are already at a very cheap level. When you say oversold, you are at a cheap level. When it's up here, it's overbought, it becomes expensive. Okay, now another thing that you need to understand as well when you study the chart, um, there's what we call a double bottom. Okay, a double bottom means price hits this level, it actually hits that area twice, recovers, that's what we call a dead cat bounce, and then when it declines, retesting. uh, okay, retesting the key area over here. So we did bounce a little bit. Okay, but it was not sustained because look, there is no volume, there's really not much sentiment. Probably it's just one institution trying to push the price higher, or whatnot. Okay, we don't know, or a big whale pushing the price higher, but it wasn't sustained because there wasn't any volume. That's why it retested the key area, and then we've been moving in that key level for several hours just within the day. Okay, so that's what we call double bottom. Now notice what happens to your RSI. When it reached that key area, same level, the RSI now has increased from the previous point. Although it's the same price, but the RSI has already moved higher and higher. That is now your indicator, or that's an indication that there is already buying sentiment. Look at this, the volume has also started to increase. Now, look at here. People are still, they're still doubting. Is it really it? Is it really bouncing now? That's why you have some people still selling. Slight increase, then they're selling. But we are now technically, okay, at a higher point. When it dipped, it's much higher than the previous point. And then your RSI is continuously moving up. Now, last 2 hours, 2100, 2010. What time is this? 9:10. Okay, we were slowly moving up, and it is supported by the volume. Okay, at the same time, I've been a big follower of Bollinger Band, coming from a constricted Bollinger Band. Once it triggers either side, there will be a continuation. Look at this. When it started triggering the lower Bollinger Band, there was a continuation coming from this little constricted band. Okay, let's try to look at um, another situation where you have a constricted Bollinger Band. This one, a little bit, right? Doing sideways. But let's try to focus here. it is currently starting to trigger the upper Bollinger Band, supported by the volume. So I would have to say in an hourly chart, okay, in an hourly chart, we are anticipating more movements to the upside, okay, and that's just an intraday. We just do not know yet on a daily chart. Let's try to understand here. See, on a daily chart, it is also supported in that key area that we've mentioned. Um, what is $27 in peso? The other day I was also talking about this. I can backtrack my previous video, but I said it might go back to uh, actually this previous point, or 1,300. I'm not 100% sure, but I think we have already reached a bottom here, and this is really a good sign. We could be reversing anytime soon. Another thing that I have been observing, okay, let's go to let us go to our Bitcoin, because we are all very dependent on the movement of Bitcoin, right? So over here, um, ever since Bitcoin has been declining, right? And this is on the weekly chart, right? So it's normally, if Bitcoin goes higher, chances are the secondary tokens follow. So it's Bitcoin is still the king. Once it triggers moving up, it is going to go first, and the rest will follow. We could just be a day or two late, but right now I would say Bitcoin is already moving on the bullish side, right? Ethereum, same thing. I think it will still, retrace a bit, something like this, 1 to 2 days, and then continue to move up. Your Doge, still, we had a solid bounce here with the volume as well. So chances are we could also be continuing to the upside. So as you can see, our major players in the world of cryptocurrency, they're all starting to move to the upside. Normally, if Bitcoin does the big move, chances are, these small players, even SLP, right? SLP has declined significantly, and then starting to, this could be a support that it is now forming. Look at this, okay? So it is not just scale, guys. You have to remember that there is what you call a market sentiment. See this? When it's actually almost the same in even if I go to SLP now, right? Um, Big pump here, and then it goes down. If you're very active in all social media platforms, a lot of people are very worried about their gains, the rewards that they've been getting in Cryptoblades. It The situation is just making the matter worse because the price currently is really small. But come to think of it, every fight that you have, you get zero point zero 0.02, and let's say we convert that. Let's say if zero point zero 0.02 now goes back to $80, that would give you a 480, right? 480. Hold on. So zero point zero 0.02 times 80. So that's $1.06, right? And that's if you have 200 stamina. Normally, if your weapon is not that high, you only have 1 or 2 star weapon, and you're in the level 20 or close to level 30, you will only get zero point zero 0.02 nowadays, right? And imagine with zero point zero 0.02 being at, let's say, what, 33 times 33.9, it will only give you 45 cents, right? In peso, that's what, less than 50, correct? USD to PHP. 0.45, that's 22 pesos. Because the price right now is um, at 22, okay? Or 27. 0.02, 0.02, sorry, times 33. 66. Sorry, something's wrong with my calculator. So 0.02, price of skill right now is $33. It will give you 66 cents. 0.66. That's 33 pesos. Okay. And deduct how much? Deduct like 13 pesos for the gas fee. For every character with a 200 stamina, you can only get around 30 pesos right now. Okay, because the price is too small. So I've been mentioning this in the past. This is the level where we should be starting to accumulate. Okay, hold on to your tokens because we are just about to take off again and reverse. Okay, so just do your regular thing. Eventually, uh, this will just become a habit for all of us. We go to our accounts and then do our fights. And hopefully, when the market sentiment starts to move in the direction we want, then that's the time we exit. Okay. Might take, because a lot of my plan is, because I already have technically I have 6 accounts with 4 characters each. I'm so tempted to buy more with the skill tokens that I have, but following the concept of buy low, sell high, I think I'd want to add more when the skill tokens are already up there. Because when the skill goes up, the recruit requirement also lowers down. That means I could buy more with my skill token. Because right now, the skill or the recruit costs 0.47. That means for every skill that I have, I can only buy 2 characters. But if I wait a little while and let's say I'd wait for the skill to go higher and let's say 30 cents, okay, 30 cents, back at 30 cents level, then I could buy 3 characters. Or even better, if it goes back to the 20.24, 0.25, then I can buy 4. See that? So I think I'll just hold on to my tokens for now and wait for the official reversal before I tinker with my skill tokens. So far, my gains are just there, sitting. I was already scheduled to do payout here around this period, but I did not exit because it was declining, and it declined even more. So I have no choice but just to wait for it to go up. Anyway, like what the others have been reminding everyone, only spend the money that you don't need anytime soon as much as possible. Okay, because cryptocurrency, this uh, the cryptocurrency world is very, very volatile. In fact, since a lot of you guys are starting to show interest in NFT games, play to earn games using the blockchain, it is about time, you guys, we all study technical analysis. Okay. First, we of course study the games that we are engaging in, and then after that, we study technicals. The game that you'll be studying is what you call the fundamental analysis. We study the foundation of the game. If it is indeed trustworthy to enter, if you believe in it, then that's it. See, for all the holders of Cryptoblades, the reason why personally myself, I'm not doing anything because I know the vision of the game. Um, it fits my profile because I work full time and it only requires a few minutes of my time, even if I have 6 accounts. And I like the how active the developers are. I like that they take action with whatever feedback and recommendations we have. Remember when some of you guys requested to have a way to reduce gas, then very quickly they were able to create that. We have the option now to choose a stamina, right? Although the reward has been adjusted, but for people who are doing this as a side hustle, it's already a good strategy for us. We can gain a little bit without a big requirement in our time. So I think that's a kudos to the developers for really taking action. And I know there are a lot more, and we just have to be patient, guys. We cannot just have everything we want. uh, they're balancing the reward system, otherwise the entire community will fail if we will have too good to be true reward system. This reward system is just fine, personally, considering that you have the option to even create multiple accounts. Imagine the other games, you cannot. So the best route is for you to be wise in how you deal with a game. You can opt to exit right away, or you can opt to reinvest your rewards, buy more characters so that you can have more sources of daily revenue from this game. Okay, so those are my apologies for the rambling today, but definitely I'm just too excited that the chart is currently giving us some really really interesting setup. So I hope you guys are just staying cool. Just do your own drill, daily drill. We're on our way there. We're very near that reversal that we have been waiting for. Bitcoin and all the key players in the crypto world have started to move higher or moved up. The secondary tokens will follow definitely. Okay. Thank you guys. I think that's it for this evening. Bye bye for now.